Hey guys, Gigi, Gwen, this is Wild Valkyrie Healing. I'm here to help give you guys your weekly energy updates for your elements. So the elemental updates, this one is going to be for water. That's going to be Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancers. This is going to give you your insights. Again, I'm going to try to get this to where you guys can have these once a week, and maybe two as I get really this and my other side of my stuff going. It depends on how I can get this worked within my schedules, okay? But remember, time is an illusion. When you find this, it's meant for you at that moment if there's a message that you're resonating with. If it's not, you can let it be. It's okay. It may not be for that moment, or it might come to you in a couple days. It's all, irrelevant when you find it. Or it'll come through, like I said, in a couple days, and you're like, oh, that's what they were talking about. I've had it happen myself. Anyway, I speak from my own personal experience, my own path of learning and studying, and how to make sure that I get you guys the best information, share the guidance that I can, and also from the divine themselves, since I do channel for them. And I give their messages to you as they come through. And yeah, let's go ahead and jump on in for you guys, okay? So, again, water. You guys, it's time to move that shit forward. You have hopped on the boat, deciding no more of the nonsense of the past. Let's go forward. We want to heal. I'm going to work with the star energy. I'm going to let that healing water, that wish that I made, which is funny because we just talked about that in the general. Go check it out. Anyway, you made that wish. Now you're working with the star themselves and the fairies that work with that star and these healing waters that they give to move forward. Reconnecting with your generous spirit. Operating from generosity. No longer the, woe is me's, right? Deep down, your spirit's genuine. It's very generous, it's very loving, it's very caring and nurturing. But if you're not doing that for yourself, it gets distorted. Now, I love how they do this. Now it's a balance. You're having to figure out how to balance this energy so you don't get distorted. This is why I'm laughing, because I didn't even notice this one. I laid the cards out, I didn't really look at them. Time to move forward with the Chariot. Finding that balance. The white and the dark night. On her magic carpet. Underneath the moon. Working with that healing energy. That star. Through the night. To find these balances. Time to go forward. Okay. Ooh, double whammy. Yeah, those waters are healing. The star and temperance. Have patience, you guys. You've got to let these waters do their thing. You are water. You guys should know this better than the rest of us. Okay? But I get it. When your water gets turbulent, you guys get all squished up and it's just a mess, right? When it crashes, it crashes. Remember, when it crashes, it's crashing for a reason. There's a block there. It's not supposed to be happening. Okay? If it's flowing like water is supposed to, let those waters flow. Let it come through. Let the emotional purchase. If you want to just sit there and cry and bawl your eyes out, and it's okay. Do that. My own mother at one point, when I had left my ex, it was not a great relationship. It was very toxic. And I was a mess. And I told them all, I'm not going to look for anybody. I'm going to take at least a year for myself because I'm not okay. I was real enough within myself to know I was not okay. I wasn't going to be okay for myself, let alone for anybody else, okay? So until that comes to be, or until I find somebody who understands that I'm still working, I'm still growing, I'm still healing, I'm not 100%, and unfortunately due to my life, I may never be fully 100%, but I definitely am better than where I was 4 years ago when I left. And on that, that's having the patience, okay? I'm not saying I didn't try. I had a few, but it didn't work because they weren't right. It wasn't right. There were still lessons within those to learn so I could continue to keep going. That's why they tell you to keep taking chances on love, because those chances are teaching you. They're showing you what you will, what you won't put up with, what you want out of things, what you don't want out of things. That's what it's about. That's about finding that ultimate, that balance. okay? Right now, it's time to be patient. Let these purge. As I was saying, my own mother, when I left, okay, had already told me, you know what, there's going to be hard days. If you need, go out in the field and just scream. You guys have seen these ceremonies where people just go out and they just scream and yell and just purge. Let it out. Go out in the middle of nowhere. Nobody's around. Middle of a forest. And just let it out. Let out all that hurt, all that anger, all that pain, all that frustration, all that anything. Ooh, it's heavy. Ooh, I can feel it. Okay, this isn't just mine. This is the tribe. There's a lot within the tribe that is just being held right here in your gut, in that solar plexus, okay? This is our gut, solar plexus. If we don't start working and actually healing that, we don't eat right. Our stomach gets a mess. You get ulcers. You can't eat. The rest of your body just goes, and you're like, I've seen the doctor. They told me nothing's wrong. It's because it's more of an internal basis. It's not an actual, it's in here. It's in here. It's within your soul. It's carried within our DNA. It's carried within our mind and our energy and how we run our energy through our bodies. So until you start to recognize that and you start actually going, wait, hold on. Okay, now I've eaten. So it's definitely not that. What's agitated me? What's upset me? What's made my stomach feel like it's in a knot? Okay? The minute you can take that moment, step back and go, oh, that's what it was. That's where you start to do this healing. Because it's time to change. It's time to let that fate change. The fates are here guiding us all along. They're watching your lifeline. They're watching that ball of yarn that is your life, continually bringing it in. Now they're going, you know what? It's time for a shift. It's time to end the old. So we can find this. So we can do this. So we can make that better. So we can heal it. Because this one did some damage to you. This masculine energy of the distorted King of Pentacles, which is all about control and just, finance, like greedy, and it was never about you. It was always about what they could get from you, how it could make their life better, not your life, not our life, their life. That distorted masculine energy, okay? This one, he doesn't care this is burning down. This isn't his kingdom. He got what he wanted. Now he's going to take off with it. But now you want to continue to go better. Because you're starting to see that way, that strife, that anger, that arguments, all of that was only tearing you down. Whereas he is just like, oh. Right? We've all met people like that. We've all come across people like that have cut you down so deep, but they didn't care. They didn't see how much they had hurt you. And even if they did, they didn't really care. Okay? You were constantly on the defense, having to continually fight. Enough that you felt within a poverty mindset. Poverty could be financial. It could be lack of love, lack of finance, lack of reciprocation. Okay? This poverty doesn't necessarily mean just money. This doesn't just mean that. Poverty does not mean just that. If you look into any society where there's poverty, it's not just affecting the finance. Okay? It affects the whole spirit. When you are lacking, it tears you down. But it's time to move from that. Jump on that boat. Let's go get you better. Let's go find you that happy community. Let's go find you your people. Let's make that happiness come back to life. Because it's there. You just got to make that move. You got to take that leap of faith. Okay? It may be a little rocky. These are uncharted seas. Those are always scary. Like I said, when I left 4 years ago, it was the same way. I don't know what I was going to go against. But I'm going to tell you right now, in those 4 years, whew, it's been a rocky one. There have definitely been times the ship tipped over. And I had to climb back in. And I had to figure out a different way. I had to mend the sail. I had to relight the light. But this journey is an amazing one. It has brought so much further forward. It's time to tell yourselves, the past is the past. This goes back to that general reading. Quit going to the past. It is what it is. You cannot change anybody. You cannot make people be better than what they want to be. You can give them some guidance, but if they're continually, progressively showing you they are not going to change, and it does not matter, it is what it is. It's time to go. It's time to get on that boat, because you've got your own garden to go make. You've got your own to come bring forth. This healing is going to bring forth so much more than you realize. You're going to be bearing fruit. It's time to move forward. No more past. Time to go forward. Okay? You can go forward, you can go backward, or you can stay in the present. Right now, the present wants to take you forward. This wanting to heal and move forward, that's to this better way. Okay? But you have to let it. You have to let this healing happen. You have to go in. You cannot keep running from your shadows. You cannot keep running from the pain. All it's going to do is continue down that spiral that you've already been going through. It's time to let that go. Okay? Take that deep breath. Do it a few times if you need. And make that step off the ledge. Yeah, sorry. It's time to take the step off the ledge. It's time to go forward. Let that all be in the past. That, I've been there. I've done that. I learned that lesson. I don't want that no more. I'm good. No. Thanks. Bye. Bought that t-shirt. Burned it. Right? We all know that. We've all been there. It's time to do that again. Okay. There's all your shit. I appreciate it. I've learned a lot, but that's your shit. I'm going to go that way. I'm going to go towards the light. I'm going to go find better. I'm going to go do better for me. I'm going to go behind myself. I'm going to go make my life better. And maybe later on, we might find each other. Maybe we won't. But I know no matter what, I'm going to go tend to my garden. I'm going to go bear those fruits that I know within here, from the divine, that I can create. So, adieus. I wish you the best, but I'm going forward. Okay? Did you guys hear that? You don't have to be mean. You don't have to be nasty. You can say that from your heart, that generosity, that pure energy heart that you have. You can do it that way. I feel you guys. I've got that too. And it's hard when you get mean and nasty, because then you feel like crap later. Okay? But you see how I did that? It didn't leave me heavy. In time, that gets easier to do. It's hard in the beginning. I'm not going to lie. But it does get easier in time. You just got to learn to... I thank you. I appreciate all the lessons. But I'm going to continue forward. And maybe later on we can talk. But right now, I've got to go forward. Simple as that. Okay, you guys. Again, if you're enjoying this, please feel free to hit like, subscribe, comment. I do love those interactions. I do know that I'm working within you guys and hitting those marks. That helps to teach me. It helps to show me how to do better for you guys. Okay? So, much love and light. I wish you all the best. Water energies. Maintain that water happy level. Quit going crazy tsunamis on everybody, okay? Anyway, keep your heads up. I love you all. Take care.